Hi everyone, welcome back to the Purple Tulip Workshop, and I'm your host Shipra. Today I'm going to be taking you through the steps of how to make an alpine stitch. So let's get started. So now to start with our alpine stitch, we're going to make our slip knot. And then we're going to do our foundation chain in the multiples of 2. So I'm going to make my foundation chain with 14. So I have my foundation chain of 14. We're now going to be working on the second chain. So the loop on the hook is never counted. So that's our first chain, this is our second chain. And I like to work on my back loops. So I'm going to do a single crochet on this back loop, like this. So we're going to do a single crochet all the way through up till the end of this row. I'm going to pause my video and I'm just going to come back once I've done with this row. I've completed this row with a single crochets. Now to work on the second row, I'm going to be doing a double chain. So it's chain 2, returning a work around, and then we're going to be doing a double crochet all the way through on the second row. I'm going to pause my video and just come back. Now that I've finished the double crochet on the second row, I'm going to move on to the third row. I'm going to do a chain 1. I'll turn our work around, and then in the same stitch we're going to do a single crochet. So on the first stitch we're going to do a single crochet, then we're going to do a single crochet all the way through in this third row as well. I've come to the last stitch over here on the third row. So from here we'll be doing a chain 2. We'll be turning our work around, and this is how now we're going to be starting our alpine stitch. So if you see, this particular chain over here is worked as our double crochet in the first stitch. So we're not going to work in this first stitch here. However, in the second stitch, we're not going to be lifting a loop here. We're going to be working on the post underneath it, which is the double crochet that we did on the second row. So we're going to be working underneath this. And when we work underneath the post, it's known as the front post double crochet. So I'm going to do a yarn over my hook. I'll insert my hook underneath the post, the double crochet post that we did early on. I'll do yarn over, I'll pull through, and we need to pull the yarn up a little bit more because this is where all our double crochets are going to fall on this particular fourth row. So we need to pull on this yarn a little bit for the height. Then I'll do yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. And in the next stitch I'll do a double crochet, and now if you see, this double crochet is falling right on top of the third double crochet that we had in that row. So now we're not going to be working on this, we're going to be working on this, the fourth double crochet. So I'll do yarn over, I'll do a front post double crochet in the fourth post, yarn over, pull through, I'm going to pull through onto this yarn a little bit, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops, and then we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. So we've completed the front post design of the Alpine first row of the Alpine stitch. So this is how it looks. So you have a front post, a double crochet, front post, double crochet. This is the sequence you work on this particular 4th row. Now we're going to do a chain 1, and we're going to turn our work around, and we're going to do a single crochet in the same stitch, the first stitch, and a single crochet all the way through till the end of this row. So now I'm going to pause my video and I'm going to come back once I've completed this row. I've completed the 5th row with the single crochet. I'm going to do a chain 2, and we're going to turn our work around, and now again this chain over here is the double crochet in the first stitch, and because we have the front post over here on top of the 2nd single crochet, we're going to do another double crochet here, because in the Alpine stitch you have the front post falling alternately, so it's one here, one there, one here, one there, and hence we're going to have a double crochet here, and on top of this double crochet that we did over here on just next to the front post, this double crochet, we're going to be doing a front post. So I'm going to do yarn over, so I'm going to do a front post double crochet here, and I'll pull the yarn up, yarn over, then yarn over, pull through both, then I'll do a double crochet in the next stitch, which is just above the front post that we did early on. Then I'll do a front post in this double crochet. So this is a front post double crochet, and then we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. That we come to the nearly end, it's either one of the things. You can either do a double crochet in this last stitch, or if you want the front post right at the end, you can do it, but I'm just going to do a double crochet. I want my edges to be neat right now, so just like we had double crochet over here, I'm going to do a double crochet over here as well in this row. So you see, we have a neater end on both sides, and we're going to do a chain 1. I'm going to turn our work around, and we're going to do a single crochet in the first stitch again, and we're going to do a single crochet all the way through till the end. I'm going to pause my video now and I'll come back. I'm going to do a few more rows all the way through with the front post sequence. We're just going to repeat that action. and I'm gonna come back once I've got a small swatch ready, and then I'll show you how to finish the swatch. So I've completed this swatch. I've done around 10 rows, so the 10 rows comprise of single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. So it's 10 rows. Right, the last one was also a single crochet that I just finished from here. And now I'm just going to finish the swatch. I'm going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to pull onto this yarn, and I'm going to snip this, and we pull onto this tail. And now I'm going to get hold of my darning needle, and I'm going to weave the ends in. So I'm just going to come back in a minute. So I've woven one of the tail ends already over here. Now I'm going to do the same with the second tail. I've got my thread in the darning needle. I'm just going to weave it within the existing stitches. This up. So there we go. So I'll just show you how this looks like. You have these front posts falling on top of the existing stitches. It's really nice, pretty stitch, and this type of a stitch gives you a nice thick dense fabric as well. So you can use this type of a stitch if you're making a baby blanket, something similar to that, or a baby wrap, a shawl, a muffler, a scarf. Looks really, really pretty. So if you like this video, then do give it a thumbs up, and do subscribe to my channel from the link below, and click onto the bell icon for the latest updates. Take care for now. Bye bye.